Hey all, welcome back or welcome in. Today we were going to make a French style rolling pin with no lathe using the wood that we have around. So sit back, enjoy the show. The rolling pin is going to be a one of 4 items I am donating to a local charity event, sort of. It is a silent auction for a young lady that passed away from cancer that was 9 years old. All of the benefits go to local families dealing with their own issues. So I figured I would do 4 items. I'm doing a cutting board, the French rolling pin, a butter knife, and a cheese knife. And by the way, I'm Daniel, and welcome to Mineheart Woodworks. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look down here and see what we can find. I think I'm going to use cherry this time. So, we're going to go with, I think, this piece. We'll cut it down to 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. 1.15 inches by 1 5/8 inches. And then my length, I just go with pretty much whatever the length is. This one's currently 21 1/4, which I should be applying. First thing we got to do after we get our board found is we have to get our table saw cut up to cut our board to 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. Hold on, technical difficulty. Alright, once we get it cut down into 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches square, what we're going to do is we're going to measure in 1/2 inch. And we're going to mark it at that 1/2 inch. And then what we're going to do, get our fence out of the way here. Going to take and set our blade to a 45. Then I just take my B-square quickly, double check, make sure that it looks like it's a good 45. And then I line up my 1/2 inch mark that I made. Once we get that all set up, we're going to go through and cut them 4 cuts. After we get them 4 cuts done, we should have an octagon, which after we get to the octagon, we go to the miter saw and we cut some bevels. After I get the saw set up and I get it all the degree that I like and everything, I take and go through and then get this set up. Use a clamp to clamp it down so that my fingers are not too close to the blade at all. And then we go through and we cut both ends. Cut it a total of 4 times on each end. You end up with a square again. And then what I do is I just take sandpaper and sit there and sand it until it's round. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me sand this, so I will come back and show you it when I am done. Here's the progress after a few minutes with the belt sander and a 40 grit, just tearing up them edges, getting it round. After the first round of hand sanding, this is where we're at. Then we go from 60 to 80 to 120 and then see how we look at that point. After every grit of sanding, I water pop it and then I just quickly retouch it up. Here we are, still sanding at 120 now. After hours of sanding and water popping and sanding, should have a nice smooth rolling pin. Now to put finish on it. The finish that I use is homemade out of beeswax, coconut oil, and mineral oil, and is fully food safe. After it's soaked for a while, this is the finished product. Nice, handmade, no lathe, French style rolling pin.